Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chess Wise. Today we are at the next position of our endgame study explained, which is the 15th position of our endgame study. Of course, the position is white to play. A look at the position and we can see that white has a clear advantage in the fact that his king is closer to the opponent's passed pawn and our passed pawn is far away from his king. So if we know the rule of magic square, we know that the black king is out of the magic square of the pawn. I have discussed the concept of magic square several times in my previous lessons. You can check out my king and pawn endgame lesson, the concept of magic square. White can try to win the game instantly with the move g4. After g4, b5, g5, b4, g6, b3 comes with a check. And when after the move kd2, we see that it will be just a simultaneous queen. So g4, b5, g5, b4, g6, b3 check. So instead of g8 becoming and coming up with a check, black will be the one who queens first, and then after g8 queen the game is just drawn. So kd2, b2, g7, b1 queens, g8 queens, and the game is drawn. White can improvise on this play with the move g4, b5, kc3, first forcing the black king to go back. So king a3, otherwise the white pawn would just queen and the b pawn will not improve. g5, b4 check, and here white can try to gain the tempo by moving the king away first, and when the pawn comes to b2, he can try to get to the square c2. So white has two such king moves, king d3 and kd2. With kc2 we get to the same position after k2 when b3 will come with a check. Now amongst d3 and d2, if white comes to the d3 square, then after b3, g6, b2, we notice that it is white who loses the game, because after g7, b1 is check and the black queen will be able to grab the white pawn. And after kc2, ka2, g7, again b1 queens with a check and white loses. So here kd2 is necessary, but after b3, g6, b2, we see that again it is nothing but simultaneous queens. Now g7, b1 queen, then g8 queen, and the black queen will be able to give checks and the game will be drawn. Is the position really winning for white? So white first what does here is he first uses his king and forces black to waste the king move, pushes the king back, and then uses the fact that his king can be in the magic square of the pawn from a far away place. So kc3, ka3, kc4, ka4. So two steps we are pushing the black king, and now he starts playing his own pawn. So now see b5 check, and the fact that the king is very well in the magic square of the pawn. See, the pawn is queening on the b1 square, we drop a diagonal till the pawn's line and we draw another diagonal. So this is the square, and white king has lot of squares to be on the magic square. So out of these squares, we see that especially c3, d4 and d3, white plays the king to d3. This is such a place from where we are eyeing the c2 square and we are keeping the king away from the b pawn checks. Okay, and now see, after the move b4, g5, b3, g6, we note that b2 blunder because king c2, king a3, and the king comes to b1 and the g pawn will queen. So black has to get his king back to the a2 square. So king a3, g7, b2, kc2, ka2, and we see that g8 comes with check, queen check, and white wins the game. So basically it looks like some magic trick. How white won the game? Previously he was not able to win. Main point is when both the kings went back, c3, c4 and a3, a4, we should note that our king wasted just one move on d3 and his king had to come back two moves, a3 and a2. That is where white gained one tempo. So from c4, d3 he managed to come to c2. So the king came to c2 with just wasting one move, and the black king had to come a4 from a4 to a3 to a2. That is where white gained one tempo and white won the game. I hope you are finding these lessons useful. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for your time.